Okay, so welcome again to my kitchen. And so today I decided to make this recipe that I saw on YouTube. Supposedly it's a Korean recipe and I like this lady. So today I'm going to see if I'm going to be successful in creating it the way she does. I'm going to make a little bit of adjustments. Hopefully it doesn't affect it. Normally I try to recreate the recipe as close as possible to the originators, but I just had I had something in the house and I'm like, I really want to use this to see how it turns out. Cooking could be like a fun experiment, so here's what it is. So we're going to be making cornbread. There's a way she pronounced it. I can't pronounce it and I don't want to kill the language. So I'm going to link the video below so that you can follow the recipe. And what you're going to need is cornmeal, about 2 cups of cornmeal, an egg, salt, sugar. I'm going to substitute it with some bananas, which I mashed up. So this is going to be an experiment. She used sugar. I'm going to use bananas and oil. And she said she used baking powder in there. I'm going to use yogurt, which I'm going to substitute for the baking powder and the milk content. So this is going to be an interesting experiment, and I'm hoping, because she keeps on saying it's so corny and nice, and I like cornbread that is actually corny too as well. So I'm hoping that at the end of the day it comes to something as close to what she has. So I will come back to let you know what my thoughts are at the end of the experiment or any other adjustments that I made. This is the finished product. I've actually had some of it. And the first thing is that it is definitely not sweet. I don't know whether it's because I didn't put any sugar and I used other things to substitute, so it's not sweet, but it is corny, as she mentioned. I don't know what to describe this as spongy. To me, mine is a little bit more dense, but it might be dense because, see the denseness? It might be dense because I used banana I used banana and yogurt rather than using baking powder and milk. So I don't know, but I will eat something like this. Yeah, I will eat something like this very easily. So it's really nice. I will probably try and recreate the recipe, probably following hers a little bit more closely, using milk and using baking powder rather than my substitution, to see if I can get the same consistency that she did. But this wasn't bad for a first attempt, and I'm really impressed with this, particularly since this didn't have any flour in it. Also, I cut down the amount of salt in it. I think she had a 1/4 spoon of salt in it. I made mine about 1/8, and still I can still taste this little bit of saltiness in it. So I don't think you need as much salt as she said, but so far I've been impressed. Till my next experiment later.